All right, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast, on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Talon Jenkins, joined with our host. You can also call me Talon Jenkins, a.k.a. the Sicilian Slayer, even though I'm not Italian, a.k.a. the White Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson's going to be an Argo, a.k.a. Leafs Mania, baby. Joined by our hosts, we got Ryan Gilbert and Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing tonight?
Doing fantastic. Big win by Team USA today. I think that 10-3, 10-4, something like that. I think Cutter Gauthier still had no goals, though. So typical flyer there, but I was able to hit a big parlay on the spread, the over, and then Brindley to score 2 goals. So that was a big 60-1 winner. I hit thanks to the Bet Parks bonus. So that was good to have today. And yeah, we got hockey back tomorrow. So always good to be back talking some puck.
Right. As you know, I got some time off, and when I have time off, I get to do all the little dirty things and then enjoy life. Finally got around to cleaning my bathroom. It's been a while, but it's good to get it done. And you feel a sense of accomplishment after it's get done. No longer looking at the old the whiskers that are left in the sink and all that. And also got to make a huge meal. I spent like 2 hours making pasta today, and I made this massive pot, man. Like, I need a new skillet because it was just overflowing with shit. I'm gonna be eating that for the next 3 days. Yeah, it was delicious. I'm gonna be just sitting here rubbing my belly because it feels good even after being even while it's being digested. And yeah, I'm looking forward to eating some more later tonight after a few more of these PBRs.
Yes. Dude, drunken late night leftover pasta, even when it's not even like in the fridge, it's just sitting out chilling and stuff. What kind of sauce did you go for, bro?
Arrabbiata.
Ooh, Jolie Meyer. I love that. That is fantastic. I'm doing great, boys. Good to be back. My first show back from the Christmas break here. I'm really excited. It's been awesome. We do like a big seafood dinner every year, and it is phenomenal, bro. We do like 12 courses. Bowie, I will spray the shit out of you. Fucker, keep that motherfucking thing on me. Got my water bottle here. Yeah, it was awesome, dude. We do like 7 seafoods. We get like 5, and we're not even Italian. We just love seafood in our house on Christmas Eve. We do like mussels, shrimp, bacon wrapped scallops, oysters, Rockefeller, salmon and capers and brown butter, lobster tails, crab legs. Oh, it's so good. I feel like all I've done is eat and drink for the past 4 days, man. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Good to be back home. Good to be back in Toronto. I was walking home from work today, and I was looking at my God damn it, I love this city so much, dude. Like I hate the Raptors, but I love the fact that they're in Toronto. So I was gonna wear my Raptors jersey, but I wore my Argos jersey because you know why? Because Russell Wilson's going to be a Toronto Argo next year, boy. They're like, get this guy as far out of Denver as we can have. And you know where they come? All these ex-NFL stars, they come to Toronto because they're not going to go play for that loser team in fucking BC. They're not going to go to cold-ass, boring Winnipeg. They're not going to go to any other shitty CFL city. They're coming to Toronto, baby. So let's go. Russ Wilson to the Argos. Chad Kelly in your 17 interception game. Get right out of here. Let's go, Argos. One thing I do want to say before that we get recording here is that Alan Sang, you can fuck right off and lick my nuts, you little loser. You're a fucking piece of shit loser. And yeah, you can blow me and suck on this one, but all day long, baby. Any day, all day. No, just a piece of shit on Twitter that says I swear too much. So guess what, you little nerd? You and your little fucking loser kid can go suck each other off and go fuck off. So I don't care. All right, what else is going on? Everybody go check out the SGPN website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports, baby. We got hockey. We got soccer. I was talking to my Brazilian pal at work today. He's fired up about soccer. Something about Man City beating Everton the other day, so that's sweet. What else is happening? There's a bunch of stuff. We got football. We're wrapping up football. We got 2 weeks left in the NFL. College football playoffs are right along the way. Baseball, I'm sure there's stuff going on in baseball that Ryan would tell us about if we asked. We're not going to ask, though. Tons of other stuff going on, man. So shout out to all of our friends and pals that are checking out everything at the SGPN website with all the other sports. Be sure to check that out. Listen to all the other shows and check out all the articles there. Be sure to check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles. He's pumping out weekly. Also, we got the World Juniors we didn't even talk about, too. World Juniors are cool. We're going to get into that a little bit later. And of course, man, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. Discord's been absolutely buzzing the past couple of days with the World Junior talk. Now that hockey's back, rocking and rolling, it's good to see everybody in there. Everybody in there had a fantastic holidays, which is great too. So I'm so happy to see that and to hear that. And just, it's this time of year where it's nice to show some love to people. And of course, everybody in the Discord, we love you. So hell yeah. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. If you want to get in there, but you're not, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account. Our social media assistant producer will get you rocking and rolling. He's a beauty too. He'll point you in the right direction. Or you can do is just celebrate whatever crazy German religious holiday that Mr. Joel Meyer celebrates. And when you guys are celebrating that together, having a good time, man, I'm sure you guys can get together and be like, hey, how do we get into the Discord? And our pal Joel will be like, yeah, well, this is how you do it, brother. So hell yeah. Happy holidays, everybody. Good to be back.
Yeah, Weihnachten. Happy Weihnachten to those who celebrate. That's just German Christmas. The German word for Christmas. Germans do it right there. If you ever go to Germany during Christmas time, it's absolutely brilliant. You get the old Tannenbaums going on, like the Christmas trees. It's you get the lights and everything. Nobody does Christmas like the Germans. So yeah. Shout out to the Germans.
Nice, man. Cool. What's the one where you quit drinking? When does that happen?
Lent. That'll be in end of February, I believe, this year. Right till Easter.
What's the one when you quit drinking? I love it.
Oh, look at this little guy.
Oh, look, Talon, I loved seeing Darby on your Instagram.
Yeah, Darby's a big old boy. He is,
yeah.
but Bowie's a little sweetheart too. We had to leave him for 3 days, so we came up halfway through on Christmas Day just to make sure he was doing good. All right, so let's get into our lock dogs and totals from last time we were all together here. I believe those games were from December 23rd, so before Christmas here. Tough slate for all of us here. Jolie went not 32-1. Jolie went 1-2. He was down 0.36 units. I went 1-2, down 0.56 units. Ryan went 1-2, down 0.86 units. But every one of us hit our lock, which was absolutely awesome, dude. So that's the first time. Anyways, Jolie, take it away here, buddy.
Sure, yeah, we all hit our locks. Unfortunately, we didn't hit fucking anything else, but that's okay. None of us lost a full unit, so it's mostly treading water. Yeah, my lock was the Panthers at home against the Golden Knights. I was on the road during the whole slate here. I didn't watch any hockey. Panthers won this one 4-2. Dog, I was kind of following my phone. Predators were up 2-0 for most of the game against the Stars. 2-1 late. Stars scored twice in the last 15 seconds to win regulation against the Preds, which was my dog. That's the first time that's ever happened in the regular season. So that's a bad beat if you ever heard one. And then total Wings Devils over 6.5. I think it was 3-2 Devils, if I remember right. Devils came back from behind, but Wings couldn't tie it, so it went under 6.5. But I've got nothing to say about these ones, but just a terrible beat on the Predators.
Yeah, that Devils game was my lock there. Devils minus 175 against Detroit. I think that line went up a ton on Saturday. I think they were like minus 200, minus 225. So they squeaked that out 3-2, as Joel said, hit the lock. My dog was the Blue Jackets team total over 3.5 plus 160. I also said, potentially with the Jackets here, and they lost 4-1. Toronto did show up before the break. And then my total, the Flames Kings under 6. I think that was a bit of a high-scoring game, 5-3. I think there were a few goals in the first period to kind of kill that.
All right, for myself here, man, I had for my lock, the Tampa Bay Lightning money line versus Washington minus 142. Straight up, I do not remember any of these games right here on this slate. I'm sure that loser Alan Zhang will hold it against me, but whatever. Tampa Bay won. For my dog here, I had the Arizona Coyotes plus 185 on the money line versus Colorado. I kind of remember this game. I feel like Colorado won like 4-1 or 4-0. I don't know, something like that. They kicked their ass. Arizona didn't really have a chance. And then for my total, San Jose Sharks, Vancouver Canucks under 6.5 minus 110. I think I vaguely remember this. Once there was like 5 goals in the first period or something stupid like that, or 4 goals or something. High scoring affair. Yeah, when I've watched the Canucks, they haven't really been getting too many great chances. They've been playing good hockey, and the San Jose Sharks are the San Jose Sharks. So I kind of really like this bet a lot. Did not come through for me. But you know what? For me, I just had to get out of a slump here, and I hadn't hit a lock in a long time to the point that it was bordering on embarrassing, but at least the Lightning came through for me. So I'm happy for that, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, always good there to hit our locks. And we're brought to you by the SGPN Ultimate New Year's Eve Party, a live stream party this Sunday over at youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Live pick'ems, live drafts, live sweats, and of course prizes. Sunday, 12:30 p.m. New Year's Eve, the SGPN Ultimate New Year's Eve.
Hell yeah. All right, boys. We got 9 games set here for Friday, December 29th here in the NHL. Are we ready to rock and roll?
This the update to the ad read sheet confused me here. We're also, of course, got to shout out our guys' Prize Picks here. It's the most fun I've had, winning up to 25 times my money this football season. Now with basketball season, you can select 2 or more players, pick more or less for their projected stats, and place your entry. From the Specials League, you can combine from football and basketball. For example, LeBron James plus Travis Kelce at 10.5 combo of three-pointers made and receptions. And if you want to play alongside some of your favorite players like rapper Meek Mill and comedian Andrew Schultz, you can now find community plays under the promos tab of the app to view entries from some of the biggest names in the Prize Picks community each week. Prize Picks even offers a reboot policy so your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. Prize Picks, go to prizepicks.com/SGPN and use code SGPN for a first deposit match up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/SGPN, code SGPN. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
So, like, you're from Philly. Are you like pretty obsessed with like Meek Mill? Is that like your boy or what?
I mean, yeah, Meek Mill's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't he have little songs where he's just repping Philly and shit like this? And
he does. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
That's the song the Eagles came out to in the Super Bowl.
Well, it's good to know that they decided to tell everybody they were gay during the Super Bowl. All right, let's get going here to this 9-game slate we have on Friday, December 20th. That was pretty good, yo. Like, come on.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, 100%. Bo, you got to stop, bro. You're being an asshole. All right, first game on the docket here. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs against the Columbus Blue Jackets here. Game itself is in Columbus. Toronto on the money line sitting at minus 198. Columbus on the money line at plus 164. Over under sitting at 7. Overpaying out plus 102. The under minus 122. From a Leafs perspective here, it has been confirmed that Samsonov will get the start for this game. My boy Sammy has to get it together. This guy is getting a lot of hate right now. He has had a very terrible season so far, and you can't even say start to the season because Christ, we're like 34 games in or anything like that. Yeah, straight up, Ilya Samsonov has not been good. There's talks of people saying waive him and then just keep Martin Jones as your number 2, and then when Joseph Woll comes back, I cannot get behind that. Leafs fans, you guys are insane here. Has Samsonov been terrible? Yes, he's been absolutely horrendous this year. Did Samsonov outduel Vasilevsky to win the Leafs their first playoff series in fucking 20 years? Yes, he did as well. Did this guy go like 19 or like it was like some stupid like 24-2 and like 1 at home last year? Yes, he did. You know that Ilya Samsonov can stop pucks. He's playing terrible right now, but are you just going to fucking give up on this guy to keep who? Magic Hands Martin Jones as your Lord and Savior? Get out of town here. Samsonov needs to get it together. He needs a big game here tonight, or tomorrow night rather, which is why I'm leaning towards the under 7 at minus 122 in this game. Ballsy pick. The smart thing to do would probably be to pick the over, but I got to go with my boy on this one. I think he's going to have a good game here. I'm really hoping for him here. And then give me the Leafs on the money line. Minus 198 is definitely a lot of juice. I'll be looking for a couple sneaky shot on goals plays. I've been seeing William Nylander's at at 3.5 shots per game as of late, the past little bit. He hasn't been shooting as much as he was before, so it could be a little weary. I'll take Noah Gregor 1.5 shots on the over, and then Austin Matthews over 4.5 is what the number is normally sitting at.
Yeah, great info there. Just to speak to some props, William Nylander's been great recently. I think he's on like a 8 or 9 game assist streak. That's usually around -150. That's worth hitting. Yeah, I think this is a good spot where Maple Leafs can just come right out here, bounce back from that loss to Ottawa, go on a little business trip here on the road and win in Columbus, much like they did before the holiday break there. A 4-1 win. I could see a very similar thing. Columbus is not scoring many goals now without that line in the lineup. I think Boone Jenner's still out as well. Roslovic. So they're in tatters there. So yeah, gotta go to the Leafs here. I think -198 isn't a bad price if you want to lay that on the money line, or look at a team total over 4 at +100. I can trust the Leafs to score at least 4 goals, but I can't trust the Blue Jackets to score more than 2. So I'll go with the team total rather than the over 7.
Right. Well, when these kind of games, you got to look at the team's history, how they play against certain opponents, and yeah, for that reason, I can't back the Leafs as $2 favorites against a bad team, especially on the road. Blue Jackets be fired up for this one again. Seems like they're playing the Blue Jackets every couple of weeks.
I know, isn't that nuts? Like, fuck, man.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on there. But that said, I can't back the Blue Jackets either. I guess I lean that way, but no side for me. But I'm going against talent. I'm going to take the over. I know Samsonov has, he's got talent, all that. I don't believe Talent's 24-2 home record last year is a.
It was something crazy, dude. Check it out.
It was good.
Like,
it was good. He was a lot better at home. But you know what? The Leafs aren't at home for this one. Samsonov has got something going on between the brains. I think he had a kid this year too.
He did.
Yeah. So his mental state is not exactly in the best shape right now. So I'm not gonna back that goaltending. And the Blue Jackets goaltending is mediocre at the best of times, but they can score. So the over would be the only play for me in this one.
Maybe
so your Samsonov last year at home in 25 games, 19-3-3 with a 927 save percentage. That's pretty fucking good.
Closer than I thought.
Yeah. So you want to just get rid of this guy and keep Magic Hands?
Are like legitimate people actually saying that, or just like a
everybody?
Twitter
thing? Not just legitimate people. You listen to any Toronto radio show.
Joel, have you heard this? You consume some Toronto media.
I've heard some people even ask for Matt Murray back.
Yeah, it's a real thing that's happening right now. People are saying if they put him on waivers, teams wouldn't even take a shot at him. Are you kidding me?
You know what?
Antti cleared waivers. I think Samsonov would be picked up.
100%.
Edmonton would pick him up. They go with their Samsonov Campbell.
I know. And I literally. This is how nuts this media is. Like, this guy is Satan in the city right now. It's unbelievable. Like, he literally won us the first playoff. Right? He outdueled Vasilevsky. Tampa should have won that series last year. They were all over us. He made 10 bell saves every game. It's insane. This fan base is nuts, bro.
Leafs,
and the media
fans have the memory of a goldfish.
No, not all. Most of us, yeah. But I just want to say I'm planting the flag on the Ilya Samsonov hill. Okay, that's my boy here. All you guys, you're wrong. Everybody else. I was going to say something funny there, but I forget what it is. Whatever. All right, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We got the New York Rangers against the Florida Panthers. Game itself is in Florida here. New York on the money line sitting at +102. Florida on the money line at -122. The over-under sitting at 6. Over sitting at -115. The under -105. This is going to be an awesome game here, man. As far as 7 o'clock games going, like, this should be the one that you tune into. We got the 24-8-1 Rangers first in the Metropolitan against the 20-12-2 Panthers second in the Atlantic here. Bit of perspective here. Florida's been awesome at home this year. They're 10-5-0, but the Rangers have been deadly on the road, dude. 12-4-1. I love this Rangers team. Both teams coming in on a 2-game winning streak heading into this game here. My problem, I don't want to say my problem with Florida, and I feel like it says every time I talk about them, they're currently 26th in the league when it comes to goal scoring, averaging goals per game, but it's because they're so goddamn opportunistic. You fuck up on this team and you make a little thing slip, the puck will end up in the back of the net. They capitalize on any little opportunity that you give them, and they've done that for about 2.5 years now. But this Rangers team is really good at scoring goals, man. They average 3.394 per game. Goals against, they've been great out of that 2.7 against per game. Shesterkin's starting to play a hell of a lot better. He's pumped his numbers up from the beginning of the year when they're shit, sitting at a 2.77 goals against average and a .911 save percentage. I'm on the Rangers in this game, +102. I really like it. I'm even looking for a little upset, and like we're getting to this a little bit later here, but I don't hate New York in regulation, man. Let's juice these fucking numbers up. It's going to be a tight game. Don't get me wrong. But if they win, who says they have to win in overtime? Why can't they win this 3-1 in regulation with an empty net, or 3-2, or 4-2 or something like that? Which leads me to my next pick. I'm also leaning towards the under 6 in this game, -105. Bobrovsky's came a little bit back down to earth since he went on an absolute heater to start the season. But when this guy's on, it seems like you just can't get the puck past him, and he shows up for big games. So give me New York. Give me New York in regulation as well, and then give me the under 6, -105.
Yeah, love that underplay, under 6, -105. Joel's been on this for a while. There haven't been more than 6 goals in a Panthers game in their last 7 games here. So they've been playing good defensively. And the Rangers, you set it down. Shesterkin has been improving. 1 goal against 3, 2-1 in his last 4 starts. I think we see a potential Eastern Conference Final preview here. You don't necessarily think about it as that, but these are 2 of the best teams in the conference. This should be a good game here. But I am leaning to Florida at -122. They're just better at home. The Rangers have to come back. The Rangers aren't going to sustain this level of success given their underlying metrics here. And I think a road loss to the Panthers will not be anything to hurt their credibility whatsoever. So give me the Panthers here -122, and the under 6 -105.
Yeah, you mentioned the underlying metrics. The Rangers are currently below average in terms of their 5-on-5 expected goals for percentage.
Ooh.
Not doing well. Rangers have the best power play in the league. That's why they're doing so well in terms of winning games. But Panthers have the 8th best penalty kill. I think they can neutralize that somewhat. Bobrovsky's been on fire lately. Yeah, the Panthers games, they're all going under. Even when I'm kind of like leaning away, thinking that it's a bad spot to bet the under, they're still going under. Like with the Lightning and with the Knights with game 4, two more over teams, games are still going under. This team is playing a more defensive kind of game, and they're just grinding wins out. So Florida at home, I like that. I like the under even more. So yeah, home team and the under for me.
All right, here moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot. We got the Nashville Predators against the Detroit Red Wings. Game itself in Detroit here. Nashville on the money line sitting at +100. Detroit on the money line sitting at -120. Over under is a 6.5. Both over under paid off -110. Mr. Jonathan Meyer. Jonathan, what's going to happen in this game here?
Is it Predators Red Wings?
Yes.
Yes. Well, we're going back to the well with the Predators. We mentioned it was a bad beat against the Stars. I don't think that they should be the dogs in this one. Red Wings are they're in turmoil. I think they've only won 1 game since Kane come into the lineup. They've had some injuries and whatnot. They're kind of getting healthy again, but still they can't get any goaltending. They just waived Hutchinson again. I assume that's because they have somebody coming back.
Lions confirmed.
Lion is back. Okay, so that is a boost for the Red Wings, but still, I think the Predators are a better team. I don't think that they should be dogs, even on the road here against Detroit. Yeah, my number is like -127. So I love the Predators in this spot. Yeah, a couple bad losses, but I don't think that they really tell the whole story of how those games went. So yeah, I like the Predators here. Red Wings are in turmoil. Not liking how they're playing these days, and they're kind of be showing up. If they're not getting like elite goal scoring from DeBrincat and co, then they're going to lose these games. So Predators have the more sustainable stats. So I like the Predators quite a bit in this one, and I like the over as well. Even with Lion back in net, first game back, you don't like to back those goalies. Goalies like to get in a rhythm. First game back after a few weeks off is not ideal. So I like the over here. Red Wings defense is suspect, but they can still score some goals. And yeah, we talk all the time about how the Predators are playing different offensively than the past few years. So over and the away team once again.
Yeah, I agree completely there. I think the Predators here are the better team at +100. I mean, you look at their recent games. Yeah, they lost 2 in a row, 3 of their past 4, but those losses were to Carolina, Dallas, and Vancouver. Three of the better teams in the league. And then they beat the Flyers, beat Washington, beat Carolina, beat the Flyers again, beat Montreal. Meanwhile, Detroit's been losing 2 wins since Kane entered the lineup. That they get that win against the Flyers for their second one, but lost against Minnesota, New Jersey, the Ducks, the Flyers. Like these are against more middling teams, and the Predators are keeping it close against, and they're getting some bad beats. So yeah, I agree with the Predators +100, and then I would also lean to the over 6 at -110. Both of these teams can score a little bit. 6.5 at -110. Yes, both of these teams can score a little bit, and it seems I may have cursed UC Saros by bringing them up for Vezina.
I sure as shit hope you didn't, because I'm going to be with you guys. I'm going to be all over the Preds in this game here. This is like, for me, it's like, okay, who's the better goalie? Who would you rather have in net, for your team? Usually Saros or Alex Lyon. No disrespect to everybody that thinks Alex Lyon's awesome. And truth be told, his numbers are pretty sweet this year. 2.14 goals against average, a .932 save percentage, 4.3-0 record. But I'm taking Saros all day long. I think the Preds are the better team here. This Detroit, man, this Detroit team, yes, that we all know, we talked about it, they got to a hard start to start this year. But it's not even just that, dude. This team's shooting percentage is second in the league, sitting at 11.7%. That's fucking insane, dude. Most teams, average teams sitting at 10. And you might be like, oh, it's only 1.7% more. It's not a lot. Well, it does factor in. It is pretty heavy considering this team is 5th in goals in the NHL and the 20th in shots when it comes to per game, basis here. So that kind of speaks volumes.
Town, there's going to be some regression, right?
Yeah, I think there's going to be some regression to the numbers. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah,
you got half mass here. Exactly.
You're
half chubbed up hearing me say that.
Yeah.
I bet you
Let's
are. No, I'm on the Preds this game, and I really think they're the better team. Truth be told, Detroit's been good at home this year. 9-6-3, so actually, I guess kind of admirable. And then the Preds have been fine on the road. Neither team's really a barn burner, but I don't know what it is, man. Even back to our season previews, just something about this Nashville team. I can't quite put my finger on it yet. I've watched a little bit. I want to get more eyes on how they actually play, their system play and shit like this before I start breaking it down a little bit further. But just off the top of my head, I'll take the Preds as road dogs at +100. Over under in this game. Oh, fuck. I don't really have a good lean here, man. I guess technically leaning a little bit towards the over because I feel like this game's going to be a little bit of a shit show. And then, yeah, I don't know. Don't follow me on this total. I don't love it, but I guess gun to my head, I'd take the over. Okay, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot here. We got the New Jersey Devils against the Ottawa Senators. Boo! Free Brady Tkachuk. This game itself is in that fucking wasteland called Canada here. New Jersey on the money line sitting at -115. Ottawa on the money line at -105. The over-under sitting at 7. Both over-under paying off -110. Ryan Gilbert. What's going to happen here between the Devils and the Senators? Are the Devils going to come in there and just beat up all the fine folks in Canada? Or are those fine folks in Canada going to have a lot to cheer about because their Canada Senators beat up the New Jersey Devils?
No, for as much as I hate the New Jersey Devils, of course, here as a Flyers fan, I got to go with them here. Only -115. They're just a much better team. I mean, 18-13-2 versus 13-17. They're good on the road, 10-5. Ottawa's 500 at home, 9-9. But this Devils team is they're a good team. They haven't been living up to expectations due to their goaltending, but Ottawa's goaltending isn't great either here. They've won back-to-back games, but I think they come back down to earth here against the Devils. Devils are one of the top 5 teams in terms of expected goals for this season. Senators are the 7th worst, so just a mismatch here, and I don't think Ottawa has the special teams or goaltending to make up for that. So give me the Devils at -115. And then I guess lean to the over because it's a Devils game, but probably more so just a pass on the total.
Yeah, these are two teams that coming into the season we'd think would be a little bit higher in the standings.
One team we think would be higher in the standings.
Yeah, I'm excusing you from your Senators' biases, but yeah, the Devils here I think are the significantly better team. But the way they've been playing this year, they're just pulling out wins out of their asses, playing close games, a lot of overtimes. So -115 seems kind of fair. I still lean that way though. Senators after a big win against the Leafs, bit of a letdown spot there. So yeah, back the Devils if anything for a side. But even at 7, you gotta expect there to be goals. Both goaltenders suck, both defenses suck, and both teams have a lot of firepower and good power plays. So over 7, you don't like to play an over 7 too many times, but in a case like this, yeah, it's only way to look for this one. I expect there to be a lot of goals in this one, and in this case, you know what? When you get to an over 7, it might be more worthwhile to look at player props, whatever, goal scorers, points, whatever, shots on goal, that kind of thing, or even goalie let in a certain amount. Some books, I know Ryan always does that. The over 2.5, 3.5, whatever goals against a certain goalie would be the way to look, or team totals, whatever. Just I expect goals, whatever way you want to play it. That's the way I'd look in this one.
Yeah, I got a couple things to add here. I like what you guys said. I love New Jersey in this game here. This team has been absolutely dynamite on the road this year, 10-5-0. Some of these have been close and overtime wins. You know what? They still count as wins, man. Julie touched on both teams on 2 games winning streaks coming into this game. Ottawa beat up on the Leafs. Yeah, guess what? That always happens. We all knew what's going to happen. That's their Stanley Cup, baby. It always is. The one thing I wanted to talk about most is special teams here, man. New Jersey power play, 3rd in the league. Averaging 29.1% per game here. Ottawa's penalty kill, 30th in the league, sitting at a percentage of 72.1% kill rate. They are also 2nd last in the league when it comes to averaging penalty minutes against per game. These guys are averaging fucking 13.3 penalty minutes per game here, which is absolutely insane. And I'll tell you what, if you take 6 penalties against the New Jersey Devils, this red hot power play is just going to absolutely torch you, bro. So I will be looking, that makes me love New Jersey even more. I'll be looking for a couple power play props here when it comes to the Devils' point of view. Sens power play isn't really that great. 23rd in the league, averaging at 17.5%, but New Jersey's kill sucks. So maybe you can go either way on that one. But I absolutely love the Devils in this game. And because of that, those special team things I just pointed out, I love the over 7 at -110 as well here, man. I think we're going to see some goals here. Jolie touched on it. Both these goalies absolute stink when it comes to Vanacek and Korpisalo here. So, yeah, lots of goals, lots of power play points, and give me the Devils -115. I absolutely love that play. Okay, move down to the 7:30 p.m. time slot. We got the Washington Capitals here against the New York Islanders. Game itself is on Long Island. Isn't it crazy how they say on Long Island, like instead of in Long Island?
You can't say in. It's not allowed. I've tried.
Like, do they get mad about it? Is that an actual thing? What if you're like going to England? Are you on England or like on the United Kingdom? Or are you in the United Kingdom? Because it's an island.
But you're on the island of the United Kingdom. If it's island, it's on. If it's a state, you're in. So Long Island is I don't know. It's a borough. Or
you can be in Rhode Island because that's like a state. There's like there's a landmass.
If it's a state, then you're in. That. But if it's just an island, then you're on. So I don't know where.
If I go to Prince Edward Island, I'm in Prince Edward Island. I'm not on Prince Edward.
You're on the island of Prince Edward.
I'm in Prince Edward Island.
But you're on the island of Prince.
Go in the Discord and tell us what you think. Anyway,
Talon is in Prince Edward on an island.
Well, I prefer Princess. I don't know. Ryan, fuck.
Another Philadelphia gay thing.
Yeah, exactly. What are you Eagles fans are all like? Eh? All right.
Go Birds.
Yeah, go Birds in your butthole. Washington on the money line sitting at +140. Islanders on the money line at -166. Over under sitting at 5.5. Over -125. Under +105. What just happened? What did we just do? Like, that's nuts. What is wrong with us? We suck. Anyways, in this game here, I'm half tempted to take the Caps, bro. I don't know what it is. Like, they've been a better home team than they have been, or a road team this year, but still, Islanders have been kind of shit on the road. Islanders have been kind of shit all over. Sorry, at home, rather, man. So, this is a tough look. Both teams sitting there on a 2-game losing streak. Where do we find an edge? I know where we find an edge here. What do I always say, boys? Division games matter. Washington Capitals in division games this year, 9-3-1 record. The Islanders, 6-3-4 losing record overall here. That's good enough for me. Give me the Caps +140 in this game. Neither team is necessarily great at scoring. Washington's terrible when it comes to putting the biscuit in the basket here. Power play stinks. They stink. But I'll tell you what, the Islanders aren't that far ahead of them in this percentage, man. The Islanders do have a good power play. I'll give them that. But I'll tell you what, the Caps don't take a lot of penalties. They're sitting at 7th in the league for penalty minutes average per game. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Stick by your guns. I'm going with division games. Give me the Caps +140 as road dogs in this one here. Over under in this game, 5.5. I really wish this was like 6.5 or at least 6. I would be all over the under. But you know what? In order to hit those, you got to get to the 5.5 first. So give me the under +105. I think we're going to see maybe a low-scoring game here, even though both goalies have been a little bit suspect here, with Darcy Kemper having a save percentage below 900 and a Sorokin save percentage just hovering above it. I don't know. Give me the under 5.5. Give me the Caps.
Yeah, both of these teams are just frauds. They're not as good as their records show. I mean, like, the Islanders have more losses than wins when you factor in regulation plus overtime. The Capitals are at least 17-15 in that. So yeah, I'd probably lean to the Capitals here +140. I think they're kind of similar teams here. We saw them go 2-2 into overtime where the Islanders won before the break here. Islanders have been zigging and zagging recently, coming off a 7-0 home loss to the Penguins. So no real lean on either side. I would take the under 5.5, lean that way, plus 105. But the thing I like most here is the draw at plus 360. Capitals had 4 in a row before losing to the Rangers on Wednesday, and the Islanders have gone to overtime in 4 of their past 9 games. So it seems like a good spot here where both teams are going to be playing some low event hockey for a 2-2 final score.
Joe fucking Flacco, baby. Another touchdown pass. Let's go, Brownies. We're rolling 27-7. It's looking great for our Cleveland futures and whatnot, as well as the minus 5.5. And yeah, for this one, though, we're going with the under 5.5. Both teams have pretty pitiful offenses. Hopefully we get Charlie Lindgren. I don't know if Kemper's confirmed yet. I don't see that, but Lindgren has been the better goalie so far. I think he's pretty much stolen the starter role, so I expect him to go for the Caps. And the Islanders coming off that drubbing by the Penguins 7-0. You expect them to get up for this one. But I don't know if they really can. Like the Capitals also got stomped by the Rangers 5-1. So, both teams are going to be motivated. But I don't trust either offense. So the under, I think, is the best way to play this one. But if you maybe pick a side, I think the Islanders here, even at minus 166, be the way to go. It's just tough to back them because it's just going to end in like a 3-2 shootout overtime shit anyway. So you might as well just wait and bet them live when it's like minus 130 or whatever, when it's tied in the third period like it always is. I see Ryan's case for the draw. But for right now, I think that the Islanders are the side, and more importantly, the under 5.5.
All right, we are brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every bet with historical stats and data. Enter any parlay idea at the Hall of Fame Bet's revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rate for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
All right, here, moving down to the 8 p.m. time slot. We got the Colorado Avalanche against the St. Louis Blues here. Colorado, the money line at minus 162. St. Louis, the money line at plus 136. The over-unders is 6.5. Both over-unders sitting at minus 110. Jolene Meyer, are your Avs going to fucking finally beat a shit team here or what?
Oh, I fucking hope so. After that, I didn't bet the game, but the Avalanche were up 4-0 against the Coyotes, and the away goals I bet fairly heavily on what was that, Wednesday? Yeah, it's Thursday today. So yesterday, Wednesday, it was looking pretty good. 4-0 for the Avs. Coyotes stormed back. They won 5-4 in overtime. Avalanche took their foot off the gas in third period, just let them back in the game, and yeah, it's not good there. But I expect them to come back, retaliate for that poor performance in third period. Ben will be yelling at him. McKinnon will be yelling at him. And yeah, meanwhile, the Blues were kind of lucky winners against the Stars in that one as well. Another one that contributed to the away goals loss. Stars are the better team in that one, but Blues held on 2-1. Good setup here for the Avs to come back and just hammer the Blues here. I mean, Avs been a bad road team lately. I mean, they started off with setting a record for most consecutive road wins over the course of the back half of last season and the start of this one. But it's been downhill since then. But I do expect this one to be a situation where they can get back on track. And Avs are relatively healthy, relative to how they are usually banged up. We just got Lehkonen and Gerard's still in the tank, the Alcoholics Anonymous or wherever he is. And Pavel Buchnevich for the Blues, one of their best players, is sick. So maybe he's, hung over himself. But give me the Avalanche here. Quite like that. Also the over. Georgiev, you never know with this guy. Like, he looks great for 1 second, then he just has a shit period like he did in the fourth, or the third period rather. And you can only back the over in Avs games these days, the way that they're going. Power play is absolutely firing on all cylinders right now, but defensively not good. Goaltending not good. So the over be the way to look for the total. But strongest play here will be the Avs get back on track here, even at the minus 160 price or so.
Yeah, I mean the Avs at minus 160 look like a good bet, but I don't know what it is about this Blues team at home. They're 11-5 at home. They haven't lost at home since Berube was fired. Beat Ottawa, Dallas, Chicago, and Dallas again. Binnington's been decent for them. Joel Hofer's even been decent. I think it might be Hofer confirmed tomorrow. Hofer's allowed only 1 goal in each of his last 3 appearances, so that's been solid. And as Joel mentioned, the Avs have not been good on the road. I'm a bit wary of them, bouncing back after that bad loss in Arizona. But I think there's some value here on the Blues. Plus 136 is getting kind of low for me. There is still plus 150 out there, but at this line, this is probably the lowest I'd play at around plus 135. And then I guess that correlates with the under, but I'm no real strong lean on the total for me.
This is a toughie because everything Ryan just said I absolutely agree with. St. Louis has been lights out when it comes to home games this year. They're 11-5-0, which is absolutely insane on a 3-game heater heading into this game here as well here. But this to me is why it's important that you watch the games and are aware of what's going on here. Because this Colorado team just blew a fucking 4-goal lead with, 3 goals in the 4th period or something like that against Arizona last night.
Oh, the fucking howling drove me fucking nuts. At first I was like, oh, that's cute when it was 4-2.
Yeah. You heard it in his dreams.
Brain, exactly.
Yeah, that's a tough look. I absolutely love the howling, but I gotta say, this is why you need to be cognizant of what's happening from a team point of view here. Because if you think for a single second that Nathan McKinnon is gonna blow that fucking lead to the Arizona Coyotes and then go in and lose to the St. Louis Blues, you're high. All right. So I absolutely love the Colorado Avalanche in this game at minus 162. I can't believe that this is the line we're getting here. So I'm going to be absolutely all over it. Georgiev, hot and cold, man. It's the biggest insult you can have as a goalie. Hot and cold. It sucks. But that's what he's been so far this year. I think he's a better goalie than what his numbers show. We saw him. He was absolutely lights out when he played for New York, even as a backup position. Yes, it sucks that, Shesterkin came and kind of took the reins from underneath him here. But we've seen this guy play good games, and the problem is lately he's only been playing good periods, right? So we need to see him string together solid 60-minute play, which is something he's definitely capable of doing here. I would take him over Binnington or Hofer personally myself here. So, yeah, I would love to bet the Blues in this game, but I just can't. I can't do it. Is Makar back? Is Makar wheeling and dealing?
He's wheeling and dealing again, yeah. Who knows how long it'll last, but for
does
now,
he look sick, though? Does he look sick? Awesome?
90% of sick.
Oh, fuck.
Not
that's good enough.
Years ago sick, but
whatever, dude. 90% of Kale Makar is still 130% of any other defenseman in this league. So, yeah, I'm going to be all
Cal Makar, if you will.
Yeah, Cal. Okay.
McKinnon 19-game point streak, so hopefully that keeps rolling too.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah. That's heavy. Fuck yeah, give me a McKinnon point, then I'll be all over it.
McKinnon's heart.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Sure, I like McKinnon 100%.
I
don't know how far off he is when it comes to stats. I'll have to look into it, but off the top of my head, that sounds
second.
Cool.
I think.
Yeah, he's down to 4-1. He's right up there.
Nice. That's sick. This guy's so good at hockey. This guy literally skates like he's mad at the ice. It's nuts, dude. He skates like he's mad at the ice. He shoots the puck like the puck banged his old lady or something like this. This guy's just mad at everything he does, and I'm 100% here for it. So hell yeah, give me Colorado in this game. As far as over under goes in this one, that's a tough look. Jolie, what way did you lean? I wasn't listening.
I leaned to the over.
All right, good enough for me. Jolie watches this team. Give me the over. 6.5 minus 10. That's the lean, not bet.
Jeff Merrick referred McKinnon to he compared him to a rhinoceros, the way he charges it all the way over the ice, and I thought that was an apt comparison.
Very, I like that. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't know why I thought. You would. That's a great. So that's my mom's favorite Christmas song, bro. You want to fight Sheila? You got a problem with that?
What about Dominic the Donkey? You a fan of Dominic?
I just heard that song for the first time the other day because buddy at work, his name is Dominic, and they were all making fun of him. And I'm like, that's awesome. All right. Anyways, moving to the 8 p.m. time slot here. We have the Chicago Blackhawks against the Dallas Stars. Game itself is in Dallas here. Chicago on the money line sitting at plus 280. Stars on the money line at minus 335. Stars on the puck line at minus 1.5, sitting at minus 130. Over unders at 6. Over paid off minus 125. The under here plus 105. Whoa, Chicago. Chicago fucking sucks, but Bedard is so sick, dude. He's so awesome at hockey. Chicago's road record here is a 4-13-0. That's absolutely horrendous. Stars are 10-5-1. Don't galaxy brain this, bro. I hate puck lines, but I feel like this might be the play here. Stars minus 130. This team, they could put the biscuit in the basket. They're 8th in the league for scoring. You're averaging 3.42 for a game. Maybe a Stars team total could be in play. That number is probably sitting at like 3.5 or something like that. So I'd be looking in towards that. And then, shit, man, I don't know. Like, Chicago's not really scoring at all. They're terrible. So maybe under the number for Chicago goals. As far as over under in this game, I'm leaning towards the under 6 plus 105.
Yeah, like you want to find a way to bet the Blackhawks here because they are plus 280, but they're just not good. It's just the Connor Bedard show, and Winnipeg could not score on Wednesday night there. It's Blackhawks, but now the Blackhawks going on the road. Their last 3 road games, they lost 7-5 to St. Louis. I think they had a lead in that game, and they had a 3-1 lead in that game, and then lost 7-5, lost 7-1 in Seattle, and lost 4-1 at Edmonton. So I think Dallas on the puck line is probably the best look here. They play a lot of close games, so the puck line isn't necessarily as safe, but minus 130 for a minus 350 money line isn't bad at all. So I think that would be the play I would look for. So just Dallas on the puck line, minus 130.
I don't have anything here. If you want to play something, Blackhawks team total under. I know the Stars goaltending has been suspect, but the Blackhawks have trouble to score. So team total under for the Blackhawks.
Hell yeah. Okay, moving to the 10 p.m. time slot here. We got the Arizona State University Coyotes against the Anaheim Ducks. Game itself is in Anaheim at the Quack Palace here. Coyotes on the money line sitting at minus 130. Ducks on the money line at plus 110. Over unders at 6.5. Over sitting at minus 102. The under minus 118. I was actually talking to hey, Google. I'm not talking to you, okay? We got a Google Nest for Christmas. I got to guess.
I didn't understand.
Hey, Google, are the Yotes going to win tomorrow?
Sorry, I don't
She said, hell yeah, they're going to win tomorrow. Give me Arizona on the money line at minus 130 in this game. Absolutely love this. This team hasn't been great on the road, 6-9-2, but a team that's been worse at home is the Ducks, 6-12-0 in the Quack Palace. Pretty miserable. Both teams on one game winning streaks heading into this game here. Connor Ingram is confirmed to start in this game. Obviously, he's been lights out here. 12-7-0 record, 2.62 goals against average, 0.916 save percentage, 3 shutouts on the year. The numbers have came back to earth here a little bit, but you know what? What a better way to fucking pump those up by then just shit kicking the Ducks. So give me the Yotes on the money line at minus 130. I absolutely love that play here. Over under in this game, I'm leaning towards the under 6.5 here. I don't see the Ducks scoring a lot. They're terrible when it comes to scoring, 29th in the league, averaging 2.65 per game. Yes, they've gotten a couple guys back here. Leo Carlson, even though they barely fucking play the guy, he's out. Radko Kudus is day to day. Kudus, it's Kudus. I said Kudus. Anyways, yeah, this Ducks team sucks. So yeah, give me the Coyotes here. I will take that, and I will take the under. Let's go, Yotes. We're gonna be howling. Guess what's on the meal? Ducks get eaten by Coyotes. Coyotes eat Ducks. Sorry, Jolie. Hopefully next time you go to a little pond to go beat your meat to some ducks, there's a little dirty old desert dog in there just gnawing all over the thing.
I am the desert dog.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think the Coyotes probably here have to be the play at minus 130. There's just a much better team overall. I'm starting to buy into them to make the playoffs. It got still around 3-1, unless that came down from last night. The Ducks, though, yeah, they got Zegras back. He scored the Michigan goal. They just beat Vegas after the break 5-2. Drysdale's back. McTavish is back. Carlson out does kind of suck, but they weren't playing him necessarily every game anyway. So a lean to the Yotes here, minus 130. I think they are just the better team. They've been playing better competition. So I think that's a good look here, as much as they've been bad on the road. That's the only thing that gives me a little bit of pause, but I'll take them here, minus 130.
Yeah, Coyotes is a much better team now, even with McTavish back. Losing Carlson is kind of important. Mintyukov has been excellent on the back end for the Ducks. But yeah, Coyotes, major letdown spot after coming back from 4 goals down to win an overtime in Denver. Or no, that was in Arizona, right? With all the howling, how can I forget? But fuck you.
How could you forget?
But yeah, the Ducks also beat the Knights, leaders in the Pacific Division, other than the Canucks, of course. So yeah, both teams kind of coming down after a high. But this is the rivalry game, right? We know these teams fucking hate each other, especially with Zegers back in the lineup for the Ducks. Coyotes should be chomping at the bit to get after that bitch. So yeah, give me the Dutch Dogs all day long. Fucking ream them out. Coyotes much tougher, much more mangy team. We're gonna give these Ducks rabies, man. Eat them up, spit them out, fucking kill them all. Let's go Coyotes. -130. That's a short price. Let's go Dogs.
Love it, baby. With
And the over
noted-
6.5.
Ooh, don't love that. With noted tough guy Travis Dermott on the back end. Let's go, Travis. All right. We're to the what do you say?
Sean Dursey.
On Thursday as well. Michael Carcone, just all the old Leafs. Let's go, baby.
It's the Leaf Cemetery in Arizona.
It is. It's the new Edmonton Oilers. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Yo, let's love it. 10 p.m. time slot. Final game on the docket here. We got the Philadelphia Flyers against the Seattle Kraken here. Game itself in Seattle, baby. Philly on the money line sitting at +114. Seattle on the money line at -135. Flyers on the second half of back-to-back. They play tonight, I believe. That's right.
Canucks.
Yeah. Ooh, good game. Over-unders at 6. Over at -115. The under -105. Fly guy, my guy, ride guy. What's going on in this game, baby?
Yeah, Flyers going to be on the back-to-back after the game of the year tonight. Flyers Canucks here. Talking versus Schwartz. Got Jack Adams up for contention there. I got to go with my Flyers here, +114. I just don't think Seattle is as good as their record shows. And the record isn't great. 13-14-9, so 13-23. Flyers are 18-11-4, so 18-15. 10-4-3 on the road. They've been great on the road. I think a back-to-back may not be the worst thing in the world here. After that break, they're a young enough team with fresh legs. Seattle going to be. They played last night, so the second game back from the break as well. Just Seattle has not been good. They should not have won against Calgary, Anaheim, or the Kings in their past 3 games. But my favorite play here would be the draw at +360. Flyers love going to overtime. So does Seattle here. So Flyers under 5.5 or under 6 at -105, and then the draw here for me.
I love how we're just calling it the draw now. I like that I've had some influence in the soccer terminology. Anyway,
that's what books say too. It says
win,
the draw.
win, baby. Win, draw, win.
All right. Well, good for the books, and they know what it's supposed to be called. But yeah, this one is not one I'm betting right now. I'm going to be waiting to see what the Flyers line gets up to. Probably not too high because it'll be Carter Hart, who's presumably the better goaltender in there for this one. So I'll just be waiting, hoping for a better Flyers line. But right now, I got nothing to say about it. Maybe lean to the under 6 with the Kraken impotency when it comes to scoring goals. And the Flyers are a good defensive team with solid goaltending, with Carter Hart especially. So lean to the under, lean to the Flyers, probably waiting on the Flyers bet, see where this line goes.
Joel in his natural habitat, just watching and waiting here.
Oh, he's like a little snake in the weeds, just hissing, just waiting to this little viper. Joel the Viper Meyer. I like that. It's like all right. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I like Philadelphia in this game at +114. I think they're probably the better team. They're definitely playing better hockey. Seattle, I've watched a little bit, dude. I don't like this team, man. I don't know, sloppy is the word I want to say. What's the word I want here? I don't know.
Bad?
Unhinged. I think unhinged might be the proper word. They're a little leaning all over the place and they're pivoting and swinging. I don't like what I see here with this team on the ice. And then I kept thinking to myself, like, well, what good has ever came out of Seattle? And actually, there's a lot of good things that came out of Seattle. And I'm like, well, what good things ever came out of Philadelphia? And I'm like, well, cheesesteaks are pretty good. Jesus Piece is a great band. Code Orange, who I'm going to see. Actually, my lovely girlfriend, bought me tickets to Code Orange and Christmas in Toronto. So I'm happy for that. Gorephobia is a sick metal band from Philadelphia. So I'm like, all right, you know what? fucking Flyers. Let's go, baby. So give me Philly plus 114. Shout out Jesus Feast, Code Orange, Go Forbia, and Philly cheesesteaks. And as far as over-under in this goes, give me the under, baby, because Seattle can't fucking score because they might as well just be shooting Seattle Blackjack heroin into their arms and they can't fucking skate. That's how shitty this team looks like when
They'll
they're
probably kill themselves in the second period.
Yeah, they probably will. They're probably, they're just going to do the
Kirky Bennett.
and just shoot themselves in the head or just go Lane Staley and, overdose on a bunch of heroin and decompose into paste in a bathtub somewhere. So that'll happen too, right? Fuck yeah. Shout out Andrew Wood, Mother Love Bone. Let's go, baby. There's a lot of good bands from Seattle. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big grunge guy, but hell yeah. Anyways, Flyers, let's go. Plus 114, under 6. Let's go, baby. Ryan, give me a Philly player that's going to score a goal tomorrow.
Travis Konechny is scoring.
Travis Konechny. There you go. Chalk it on the board. Absolutely love it. All right, boys. Consensus plays. What do we got going on here?
We have the Rangers, Panthers under 6, minus 105. We have the Predators at plus 100, and then a lean. I think all of us at least lean to the over 6.5 at minus 110 there. The Devils minus 115 on a lean, but the over 7 minus 110 in that game as well. Then the Coyotes at minus 130 at the Ducks.
All right. Couple plays there. Couple plays. Interesting. All right. We're going to move into lock dogs and totals here. This is getting ugly, but we got somebody in the green, baby. It totally took half a fucking year. We got Joel Meyer with a record of 30, 29, and 1, up 2.28 units. Attaboy, Joel. Way to go, Joel. That's what we love to see. For myself here, record of 24 and 36, down 18.26 units. A big slip and fall from Grace. And I got a Rye guy here, 22 and 38, down 20.37 units here. We're going to get it going there here. Jolie, kick us off. What do we got?
Don't like to do it, but we're gonna double down on my Avalanche. The money line minus 162 against the Blues. Fuck the Blues. Biggest frauds other than the Capitals. Like that one. Predators money line. Another little little Chihuahua bet here. Even money against the Red Wings. Red Wings are in speaking of avalanches, they're just going down the hill, spiraling out of control. They can't fly. Why do they call them wings anymore? They're just dying. They're crawling. They're not flying. They're crawling. And finally, Rangers Panthers under 6 minus 105. Panthers Hunters have been a great cash cow. Rangers don't exactly press the puck. They don't have the best offense. They just have a very good power play. But the Panthers penalty kill should be able to negate that, especially the way Bobrovsky's been playing. So under 6 at minus 05.
Yeah, for me, my lock is the Devils minus 115 at the Senators. Just a much better team. They're fighting for a playoff spot, and Ottawa's fighting to get out of the basement there. My dog is my Flyers at plus 114 at Seattle here. Just a better team, and the back-to-back may not hurt them too much. And then my total is Toronto team total over 4 at plus 100. I trust them to score at least 4, so maybe get a push out of this, but hopefully get them up to 5 and get the win there at plus 100.
All right, for myself, I'm taking the Desert Dogs, baby, on the money line. Arizona versus Anaheim minus 130. Absolutely love this play. For my dog, I'm taking the New York Rangers in regulation versus Florida plus 165 here. I think you could just take them plus 105 for a baby dog. But you know what? Why can't this team win in regulation? Florida's a good team, but I like the Rangers. I've always liked the Rangers for the past couple of years, so I'm going to be all over that. And my total, shout out my boy Ilya. My boy Ilya Samsonov, baby. Let's fucking go. Ilya Samsonov for the Leafs in the net here between Toronto Columbus, under 7, minus 122. He's going to get it back in business. He's going to cook, and we're going to show all these fucking losers in the media that you don't know a goddamn thing when it comes to goaltending, what you're talking about. Because inside these brains up here of us goalies, there's a lot of weird shit that goes on up here, all right? And this guy's going to get it together. Imagine all that weird shit going on in Russian. That's even more fucking wacky. So I'm just telling you, my boy's going to get it together, and it's going to start tomorrow night in Columbus. Let's go under 7, minus 122 here. Okay, quickly. We're going to run through some World Junior stuff tomorrow. We got 4 games on the docket. First one, we got Slovakia, Norway. I'm not even going to read the shit here because there's a lot of stuff you can look at them. But a couple bets that I am going to be all over. This is insane here, man. This is fucking... To me, this is free money. Slovakia is sick, dude. They are playing some unreal hockey. Like I talked about, they got 11 guys returning to this team from last year. And it shows. The coherence that we're seeing on the ice from these guys is absolutely phenomenal. They're playing lights out hockey. You can get them -2.5 on the puck line at -115. Fuck that. Ladder it. -3.5 +190. You're telling me these guys aren't going to beat Norway by 4 goals? Norway, to their credit, came out fucking guns blazing in that first game against the States. They looked good. Their goalie was making 10 bell fucking saves. And then sure as shit, we saw them get lit up. What was it, 8-1 by the Czechs or something like that? Was that today, this morning, or yesterday? I don't fucking remember. But yeah, we can expect to see much more from Slovakia. I think Slovakia is better than the Czechs. So you're going to give me 3.5 +190. I'm going to take it. I'm also currently seeing first period. You can get the Czechs fucking -0.5, so pretty much to win the first period, -135. I absolutely love that. You can get a first period total goals at over 1.5 at -145. I'm going to be all over those plays, man. That's fucking sick. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to touch on there.
I love that I love that Slovakia look. Yeah, they beat Czechia at 6-2. Czechia beat Norway 8-1, so it should be a blowout. I think.
Yeah, totally agreed. One thing to note is that Slovakians, unlike previous teams where these Central European teams typically only have like one elite line, these Slovakians have depth, like up, down. You mentioned all the returning players. They can roll 3 lines, 4 lines, and they're all really good. Servak Petrovsky's been brilliant. We haven't seen Dalibor Dvorsky show up on the scoreboard yet, but I think that he'll get going at some point. So yeah, I love the Slovakian team. I think that they should be like -3.5, -135, not -2.5, -135.
Exactly. And Adam Gajan has been sick. Shout out we had a Slovakian reach out to us on Twitter and say that we pronounced his name wrong. You're not thinking it's Gajan. He was very, very helpful and very polite. So shout out to that dude. Hell yeah. Okay, Finland, Latvia. Again, not going to go through it, but certain looks here. You can get Finland to win the first period, -180. Dude, Finland looked like shit. Yes, they just lost to Germany. Yes, they're 0-2 to start this tournament. Latvia is fucking terrible, bro. The only guy going for them is Marenko. Obviously, we talked about him a little bit in our previews. Guys slated to go in the second round. Other than that, they have nothing. Their goaltending is fucking horrendous this year. Goes against everything that we always believe in when we think of Latvian goaltendings. Finland looked like shit defensively. Finland looked like shit in the net. You know what they didn't look like shit in? From an offensive point of view. These guys cooked on the pressure. So I believe that -180 for the first period. I love what else we got in this game? Their lines at -3.5 +115. This is an important game for Finland because if they lose, they're fucked to the point that maybe even the relegation round is a topic of conversation here. So they got to come out swinging. So you're going to give me -3.5 at +115. I might sprinkle that as an alternative. You can get -2.5 at -180, which might be the safer play.
Yeah, I think that the Finns are the way to play here. They're going to be desperate here. Latvia, they're bad. I mean, Canada just rolled them up, spat them out. Not a good performance at all from Latvia, and then that's not how you want to get started here. Usually, you get your best performance from these lower teams in the first game when everyone's fired up. After that, that's just like a dream killer. And yeah, going against Finland here, they'll be motivated. I think that the Finns are the way to play it. I would like the over the way the Finns are playing, but I don't know if I can be sure that the Latvians will produce offensively the way they looked against the Canadians. So I think the Finns are the only way to play this game.
Yeah, I agree. Finland on the puck line, -3 around even money, I think is probably a good look there.
From a total point of view, you'll pay a little bit of juice. Never mind. I take that back. That's fucked up. I was going to say the under 7.5, but it is juiced through the gills at 310. Definitely not touching that. All right. United States, Czechia. We're getting to two of the better games here. This States team proved that what we saw against Norway isn't what they are. They're fucking sick. They went out and beat the fucking piss out of the Swiss today. That was free money. I don't know if you guys were tracking what was going on in the Discord today. That the books were dishing out free money. Those lines were absolutely fucking insane here. Versus the Czechs here. Czechs are definitely a better team than the Swiss. I love America -2.5 here, man. Honestly, I really do at -125. The Czechs, I was really disappointed with what I saw in that game against Slovakia. I think they looked like shit. They didn't come out hot. Now, keep in mind, it was a closer game heading into the third than what the story tells here. But it's just like I said, 6 guys returning from last year. And what I said in the Discord is I hate the way I'm seeing this team play hockey, man. There's no systems. I referred to it as this whole team is what Phil Kessel would look like on ice if he was individually a full hockey team. It's just opportunistic run and gun offense, fucking, which is good to an extent. But when you're playing a team like the States here, man, you need to have a plan in place. And I'm sorry, I just don't believe that this Czech team can. I think they're looking really bad from what I've seen. Suspect goaltending. Defense has been a question, even though some of the returning guys were defensemen here. I love the States -2.5 and -125. Total goals in the first period, I'm leaning towards the over 1.5 -180. This America team is ready to fucking score, bro. What they saw from them against Norway, that was embarrassing for them. So they're ready just to dominate for the rest of the tournament here. So I'll be all over that -180. But at juice, you can also get them to win the first period at -135. Fucking love those plays.
Yeah, lead of the States, but the stronger play for me would be the over. You mentioned how the Czechs are playing this run and gun style. I don't like their defense at all, but they can score. Yuri Kulich had a dynamic game.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy who scored like 3 goals for them?
Sure.
But they had 2 guys with hat tricks in their last one, and yeah, they're playing fun hockey. We'll give them that, and the U.S. do the same thing. So I expect just a back and forth kind of game. U.S. scoring 4, Czech scoring 2, U.S. scoring 3, Czech scoring 1, each period by period, and I'll see this game fly over the total. So I like that quite a bit. For the side, yeah, I mean, it's U.S. or nothing here. It's hard to find a dog in this slate right now, at least until the next game.
Eric Chalet got the hat trick last game.
Yeah, Chalet's been killing it.
He was fucking lights out. That was cool.
Cracking prospect.
100%.
Yeah, got to take USA puck line, maybe a USA team total. I wouldn't be afraid to ladder them, take team total over 4.5, over 5.5. See what they can go up to.
All right, final game of the docket here. Sweden, Canada. Ooh, Sweden on the money line +125, Canada -155. Your over under sitting at 6.5 here. You know what, dude? Jolie, take this one away here. I want to hear your thoughts originally.
Oh, I love the dog in this one. Swedes, they just play this controlled hockey. They're playing kind of like the Finns typically do. Like they're very structured defensively. You know, the Swedes did the same thing last year, but they couldn't find the goal when they needed it. This year, I think they do have a little bit more firepower up front, and they don't have the same goalie. What the fuck's his name? The old I think he's a Predators prospect. No, that's Askarov. I can't remember the old
Jesper
goalie, Wallstedt. Yeah, he's not in the team anymore. But still, this other guy hasn't let a goal in yet. The defense is a large part of that. They just totally shut down Germany. Totally shut down the was it the Swiss in the first game? I think it was the Swiss. No, it was the Latvians. Yeah, well, Latvia doesn't have an offense, so
they don't. It's bad.
Yeah, but still, Sweden I think can control Canada. I like the dog here in this one +125. I also like the under. I think this one will be a much more controlled game because whoever wins this is likely going to win the group. So it means more. And I know Canada has exploded offensively, but I still don't believe that they are quite as good as they let on early on because we talked about how the who do they play? They played the Czechs in the first one, right? First Finland's, right? We talked about how bad they are defensively. Canada just lit them up, and then of course they just lit up the Latvians. So, it's Sweden for me, and I like the under as well, and like a 3-2 closely fought win for the home team. They have a strong home ice advantage too. Like if you listen to these guys, they're going all out. I love the chanting. They remind me of Das Bundesliga.
Yeah, Sweden's been great. They've only allowed 35 shots through 2 games. They only allowed Germany to take 15 shots after they took 28 against Finland in their 4-3 win. Finland, as you said, has not been good, and that was Canada's first win 5-2, and then 10-0 over Latvia, who's proven to not be very good. So this is their first test, and Sweden has been they want this. They're at home. They're on home ice. They're defending that. So I think them as underdogs here is a good look. Maybe a Canada team total under because they have not seen any sort of team structured defense yet, and that's what Sweden brings here. So love Sweden, and maybe just take the under 6.5. Maybe even a draw play here. You could see this game going past regulation.
We haven't had overtime yet in this tournament, so that's kind of interesting. I gotta go against you guys here, bro. This Canada team, I know we talked a lot about the States coming into this. They are so fucking fast. And everybody on this team is a fucking offensive dynamo. It's absolutely insane. And yes, you can come at me and fully validated. verified. I was going to say valified, but that's not a word.
Vindicate.
Validated. I like that. Valified. Coming at me, fully valified with the fact that Sweden is a defensive fucking juggernaut, defensive stalwart. They play a great defensive game, as all Swedish programs do. Goaltending has been absolutely fantastic. But I am sorry, dude. This Canada team, I feel like they're going to get only better and better as they play. And you guys are right. This is the best team that they played so far. You know, Finland was a little bit of disappointment to watch play. Latvia is an absolute joke, so you can't take much out of that game that we just saw here. But fuck me, the wheels on this team is awesome. So I'm going to have to go with Canada here, minus 160. Again, I'm going against you guys. I'm taking the over, bro. What is that, 6.5 here? Over 6.5, minus 120. I fucking love it, man. Like, I really do. Because you know what's going to happen to me is I feel like if Canada gets up early and they go up 3-1, 4-1, Sweden's going to have to abandon that defensive style, because now you're fucking chasing, all right? Now you're like fucking whacked in the Discord. Now you're getting yourself into trouble trying to go all offense, or you're just going to give up a shitload of goals here. So don't get me wrong. I'm not putting anything against Sweden here. This is what we have when we have an unstoppable force meeting up with an unmovable object. You like that? And now we're going to see who truly wins that fucking battle. So I'm taking Canada. First period play, I'm going to take the over 1.5 in the goals at minus 145. I really think that that's crazy, man. I don't know. This is a bit of a wacky play for me here. This is nuts. First period 3-way. Sweden at plus 200, the tie at plus 180, and Canada at plus 140. So pick whatever one of those you like and fucking hammer it, because there's value on all three of them, I think. I'm going to be taking Canada plus 140, man, because I'll tell you what, the one thing this Canadian team does have is coaching staff has had these boys ready to fucking rock and roll from the moment that puck drops. From the moment that puck is dropped in both games so far against the Finns and Latvians, Canada has been fucking buzzing. Offensively, skating, defensively, they've gotten great goaltending so far, as good as you can get playing those two shit teams. So yeah, Canada 140 to win the period here. Give me the over in the game and give me Canada on the money line. Let's fucking go, baby.
I'm going to go, I think Joel's on the side, but I'm going the other way on the first period. Under 1.5, I think is plus 125, and no goals at plus 450. Canada only got one goal in their game against Finland in the first period. I see Sweden playing very, defensive hockey and frustrating the Canadians early on. So I could see a nice slow 0-0 game through 20 minutes.
I do think that the total is correlated with the money line. If you like the Canadians, I think the over is likely to hit with a more shootout kind of game. Like the Swedes got to shut down Celebrini, Connor Geeky, Morgan Geeky, whatever fucking Geeky it is, and
Fraser Minton, team captain.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you got to really watch out for that guy. BC boy though, can't hate too much. Yeah, whereas if you like Sweden, you figure their path to victory is just shutting down the Canadian offense. So yeah, Sweden and under correlated, Canada and over correlated.
That's a great point. I really like that a lot. That's very smart. All right, that's good. World Juniors, overall quick assessment here. Fucking awesome. Dynamite. I'm in love with Slovakia. I'm sorry, all hands down. I love this team. I love watching this team play hockey. Fucking Adam Gajan in net. This guy's a fucking killer. I absolutely love watching him play. There's so much fucking fun. I think might come down to them in Sweden in the medal for at least the bronze, bro. I'm just saying, like, it could be tight. I really think we're going to see Canada, USA in the gold medal, and it's going to be fucking wicked. That's cool.
Yeah, that's the best. That'd be the best result in terms of pure entertainment value.
Yep. All right. Any last minute thoughts on juniors? That's good. I know you guys probably touched on a lot yesterday. We're going long here, so we'll wrap things up.
No, you have any futures thoughts based off your watching it?
Any futures thoughts or
anything change? Yeah.
I want to see more out of this America team. Tomorrow will be a big game, how they respond to the Czechs. So it sucks that I can't watch it. I might even just rewatch it when I come home, just so I can actually get eyes and see what we're doing here. But that's what's holding me back from making a full-on assessment here. Love what I've seen from Canada. Want to see more from Sweden, although they looked pretty good, I guess, today. And then Slovakia, I'm in love with, like I said. So hell yeah, Latvia stinks. Good for Germany. I kind of, give the Germans their kudos. That's awesome for them to get a win. They pretty much avoided relegation. That's sick.
Most likely, just can't lose to Latvia, and we're good.
Exactly. You do that, you're cruising, right? So hell yeah. That's good though. All right, boys, we're going long here. Let's wrap this up. Everybody go check out the SGPN website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff in the world of sports, baby. We got hockey, we got football, we got fucking sports, basketball's doing their thing, baseball. Ryan, what's up in the world of baseball? Anything quick?
No,
10
nothing's
seconds.
up. Nothing's
Nothing.
up. No.
Jay's signed someone and everyone's really mad. I don't know.
Oh, Kevin Kiermaier. Yes, Kevin Kiermaier. He's back. He's not good. He's good looking and he plays good defense. But he.
All right. Well, there you go. We got a lot of good looking
Another Meyer.
studs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good looking
100%.
Meyer.
Exactly. Gotta love that. Eh? So that's cool. Tons of stuff in the world of sports. You can find all the information at the SGPN website. Be sure to check it out. Read the articles. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles he's pumping out. Those are sweet. Shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord, baby. Discord has been so much fun lately. It's been a good support system. There has been a lack of arguments and fighting lately, which is absolutely awesome. So that's been pretty cool to see. So shout out to
I had to
everybody.
put my foot
keeping it on
down.
rails. What did you do, Joel? You did. You're the
I said,
grandmaster.
I was fucking annoyed by it, and people just stopped doing it. So Judge Joel strikes again.
I feel like I
think
might have more to do than
it correlates. It correlates with a distinct lack of aquatic creatures.
Yeah, that's why. Because he was going after some guys. I'm like, hey, just leave those lesser fishy people alone, and he did.
Joel put the leash
I like
back
the
on
fish.
the shark.
I stand by the fish. I would just like to have it out there. The
Yes.
cigar smoking fish. I'm on his side.
Yeah, we all like the fish, but there's different levels of fish, right? There's the jumpers at the top, and there's the bottom feeders at the bottom. There's it's the chain of being. The predator eats the prey, and it takes all types, right, for the ecology to work. And that's what I was trying to get across.
We're building an ecosystem. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
We have an ecosystem.
Yes, we're maintaining it.
Can I be God?
No.
We are God.
No, you're a giraffe.
The Holy Trinity right here.
You're a giraffe. Joel's a duck. I'm a fucking little beaver or something stupid like that. Let's go. All right. Shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll point you in the right direction, baby. Let's fucking go. Or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account here, our social media assistant producer. He'll get you rocking and rolling. He'll do everything that you need to do, baby. Or what you can do is you can start listening to a lot of Meshuggah. And if you listen to a lot of Meshuggah, then chances are you'll be Swedish and you'll be cheering for Team Sweden with our very own Joel Meyer tomorrow. So when you're listening to Meshuggah or Arch Enemy or Viljarta or Refused or like any other of those sweet Swedish fucking bands, our boy Joel will be right there with you. And you can be like, hey, man, how do you get the that's like I don't even know what to do. IKEA. Oh, how do you get them to the Discord? And then he'll be like, this is how you get them to the Discord, and he'll point you in the right direction. So yeah, shout out that. Let's go.
First time I ever smoked weed was before a Meshuggah show. And
But
then
they're
the next night,
awesome.
I saw Beethoven.
Nice. They're so sick live though, eh? Like, isn't it unbelievable? It's
Yeah, they're better live than on record. I
Yeah.
I don't really like them on record, but they're a fun fucking show for sure.
damn right there.
My friend fell asleep though. The second time I
What?
saw him, he fell asleep in the back.
Are you nuts?
Yeah.
Can
he's
you do-
nuts.
Can you
He
do the
wasn't
Meshuggah face? Can you do the Meshuggah face real quick?
What's the Meshuggah face?
Where the lead singer goes like,
The bald guy? I don't know.
yeah, no, you can't do it. You gotta
No.
Google it and then get back to me. That's cool.
All right.
All right, everybody. My name is Talon Jenkins. You can find me at Twitter at Talon_Jenkins94. Let's fucking go Canada. Let's go Leafs, baby. Hell yeah.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop. You can also find me listening to Philly's own Goraphobia after this show.
Yeah. Shout out Goraphobia.
And I'm Joel Mine. You can indeed find me sliding among the weeds. For I was born in the year of the snake, according to the Chinese. So, yeah, let's go reptiles.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.